Welcome to another episode of the Bonsai Blacksmith. Today we have Ipe Branco, which is a tree from northern Brazil. It's a Ipe. It's also very similar to oak, the texture and the strength and the use. I've been germinating the seeds now for a few days, and let me show you how I did that. All right, so we're going to plant Ipe Branco, which is again a tropical plant from Brazil. I put them in a baggie after soaking them in water overnight, in room temperature water. I'm not sure what you can see here, but they've already started to sprout in soil. I've kept the bag oriented up and moist. So I'm going to go ahead and try to rescue these guys here without getting them buried in dirt. That was the one hindsight thing I did not enjoy about this process, and I preferred to start them in like a coffee filter or a paper towel. Prep the holes where I'm going to place their roots. Get a few, there's at least half a dozen in there, so I'm going to do 6 first. Maybe I'll put 8 holes in here just in case we need them. Let's get these little seedlings out of here, shall we? So here's our first one. 2 actually, I'll take that back. Here's our first 2. So I'm going to go ahead and very ever so gently place the root into the hole. I'm going to crowd that seed with soil so it can establish itself, giving it light pressure around the seed, around the root itself, the seedling. Don't forget, I hadn't forgot the other one, don't worry. Just gotta anxious to get these in the ground before the sun goes down. Again, taproot straight down, just had a much longer one so I can get away with having more of it out of the ground. Light pressure around it. Same goes for this guy. So yeah, this is a very strong hardwood, beautiful brown, dark brown hardwood, very similar to oak here in the United States, North America, and Europe. So I'm going to keep doing this until I have rescued all of the ones I can see that have sprouted. There are many. I gave a good amount. I wasn't sure on the germination rate on these, so I put a good amount in there. The trick is I'm a little bit further south in zone 11. They like zone 11 and 12 proper. I'm coastal zone 11, so it gets a little hairy temperature wise around here. So here is already starting to grow on and to grow leaves. So again, support it on all the sides. Now, let me see if I can check to make sure you can see what I see. Yeah, let me just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can see how I've tucked those in around each seed. A little light pressure with the finger. Very important with these small little seedlings. I'm going to zoom back out for now. All right, let's continue. There's certainly more in here. Taproot down, tuck that in, give it the pressure all the way around it. They definitely have a high germination rate, I'll give them that. That one has not started to grow, but this one has. Put that right into the soil. Root first. Don't bury it in soil though. Give it a chance to grow out and get that chloroform exposed to the sun. Yeah, I have a bunch of seedlings here for sure. I don't remember the exact count I started with, but it's certainly a good number, over a dozen. We'll just plant it in again, pinch it around it lightly. That soil compacted around it. Make sure I'm not missing any here with roots. Nope. This one's starting a root now. I'm going to put that right in the soil. Bury it a little bit, just partially bury that one. Again, pressure around it. And I'm going to dump this out here to make sure I'm not missing any. There's a few here that could be sprouting. Nope. Again, this method wasn't my favorite because it's all intermingled with the soil. I can't tell you which ones may grow, which ones aren't growing. But quite evidently they have a taproot though. They have a taproot planted. Growing from seed in this new region is actually pretty smart because it'll help the seed acclimate to the new environment. Alright, I'll keep the seeds that haven't spread out over there. Right now, I think I did about 20 and I got 4 that didn't actually sprout. 5, 6, so 7. So I have 7 seeds that haven't sprouted yet, and that's about a week after soaking them. About 5 days after soaking them. I would say that's a pretty good germination rate. So yeah, that's how these are planted. Give them a little moisture here. And thank you for hanging out with another episode of the Bonsai Blacksmith. Until next time.